Welcome back. Let's debrief Universe episode 6. As per usual, there will be spoilers in this. This is your warning. If you haven't seen it already, don't watch this video. Just want to apologize for the delay in this commentary. It was the holiday season. It was Christmas. Christmas is very important for my family, so I've been spending time with them. Literally, today is New Year's Eve. I'm trying to get this in as fast as I can so I can give you guys something to watch in this new year. Let's talk about Universe episode 6. Let's debrief it, you know? That's what I came here for, okay? This was a fun episode, you guys. This was so freaking entertaining. I would say it's not your typical normal episode, I would say. But I honestly think it opened my eyes about other trainees in a lot of ways. Don't mind me with my laptop right here. I have my notes. Honestly, this episode was such a great highlight for me. I think it may be my favorite so far just because it was so entertaining. It was hilarious and it was filled with so many moments that brought out like the trainees' personalities. But you know, beyond the laughs, I don't think this was just that filler type of holiday episode, you know? Like, I think it was definitely way more than that because, like I said, we get to show a side of the trainees like we've never seen before in a competition setting. So before I dive into who stood out, what were the memorable things in the episode, I do want to talk about why I think this episode is very, very important and truly why personality is important if you want to market yourself as a K-pop idol and also as a K-pop group. So in my previous commentary, it wasn't an episode commentary. I talked about how variety show skills and having an on-camera personality are so important for idols of today. Like, of course, talent matters. At the end of the day, you know, you're there to sing. You're there to do the choreo on stage and perform at the highest level. But like in between the performances, there's the content creation that keeps fans engaged, right? The idol is a whole package. There are definitely things that you do beyond the stage, beyond the recording studio booth. This episode, I feel like, was a low-key test of audience reception to the trainees' personalities, and I think it worked perfectly. People are already switching up their lineups and favorites based on what they saw on this episode, because I've been getting so many comments about like, oh my god, I never noticed him before. Now I'm putting them on my lineup. So it definitely did the job that it was meant to do, and that is, like I said, to gauge the audience perception when it comes to trainee personalities. People fall in love with idols not just for their skills but for their personalities as well. In K-pop, there's this power when it comes to relatability. This is how companies build deeper fan connections by really showcasing the members' personalities. It's all about relatability. Every member offering something different so fans can find someone to connect with. That is technically the appeal of K-pop groups, right? Relatability sells. And I think this episode really did a wonderful job showcasing that beautifully. Because, like I said, we saw some of the things that we normally wouldn't even see within the intensity of the competition. So this was a refreshing episode. I think one of the biggest things that I really liked about this episode, not only seeing other trainees' personalities that we don't often get to see, like I said, but how they are chemistry-wise when it comes to like mixed units. After all the tension from the team system, it was a nice break from the competitive atmosphere, and honestly, it healed some of the discord within the Universe community. While skills can be refined, like you can practice as much as you can in order to improve your vocals and in order to improve your dancing skills, right? But personality, at the end of the day, is often just natural. Like, that's why I think personality, or what we'd call maybe the soft skills in the labor market, can really elevate someone to the top tier of brand reputation. If you have that personality, relatability as an idol, in the age of social media, personality is free marketing. Like, look at groups like Zero Base One. They came from a survival show, which is Boys Planet. They're insanely talented. Like, I love their discography. I wouldn't say I'm like a complete stan, but I'm this close to standing them. I'm just kind of like, they're a temporary group, so like, do I need to like really invest in right now, you know? But anyway, their personalities and a lot of the clips and the variety content that I've seen, like truly what has drawn me in. For example, went viral recently with his moo thing, okay, and he even joked about how that TikTok has more views than one of their music videos, okay. I'm not saying virality is a way to be relevant, because it's definitely not a sustainable way to build relevance. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna get burnt out if you're just always chasing virality. But showcasing your personality is a great way to stay visible, because fans love to connect with idols beyond just the music, right? As an idol, you're doing lives, you're doing your own group's content, you're showcasing your skills, not only your like talent on the stage, but also your variety show skills. You could be tasked to MC Music Bank or something like that. Personality is very, very important. Speaking of variety show, right? 17, they're the perfect example of like an all-rounder group, and their variety skills, I don't think I've seen any other group that could match their variety show skills. Going 17, which is their signature original 17 content, is super iconic. It's like brought a fan base beyond just the Kara. These are the fans that know 17 because of Going 17. After everything that I said, I feel like hopefully you guys get why this episode was really important, and it wasn't just for the hee-hees and the ha-has, okay? Like, I know we enjoyed it. The entertainment value was top tier. This episode really showcased those soft skills. These soft skills, this personality skill, is becoming more critical than ever in K-pop. Between comebacks, idols need to produce content to stay relevant, and this episode really gave the trainees a chance to do just that. Sure, it was fun. I personally think it was low-key a skills test. This show is not just about who could sing or could dance better, it's also about how these trainees are able to connect themselves with their audience, showcase their charm, and really build that relatability factor. I'm sorry, like, this was such a long intro, but I hope you know how important this episode really is. Like I said, it's beyond the hee-hees and the ha-has. So, who stood out to me in this episode? This episode has showcased a lot of incredible personalities, but I think Teen Beat absolutely owned it for me. Hands down. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone here is talented beyond belief, okay? But Teen Beat, their on-camera chemistry and group dynamic were just on another level. If they debuted as a group right now, I'd probably watch all their live content. Even if I didn't understand a word, okay, that they're saying, they're the type to make you laugh just by existing. First off, Woongi. Woongi's variety show skills are unmatched. Personally, for me, I feel like out of all the trainees, he's one of the most skilled when it comes to like variety shows. Like, his one-liners were so good. His extroverted personality made every scene so engaging. Like, when he jumped in to slay that girl group choreo during the random play dance, I fucking lost it, y'all. I fucking lost it. That was 100% diva energy. His hosting, quick-witted, sassy, full of personality. He honestly gives me Boo Sung-won vibes. He knows how to work the room and bring out not only his own personality, but those of others as well. He's not hogging the spotlight. He actually shares the spotlight with everyone, but also at the same time, be so engaging that you're so mesmerized by him. Woongi also has this rare ability to create moments that look amazing on camera. It makes him like a producer's dream. Like, his strategy in the liar game showed how well he reads the room and also how he knows his teammates. Like, I can already see him being invited to like all these variety shows post debut to like promote his group. Jinho, guys, I've been saying this. Jinho is so funny, and I clocked that shit, okay? Like, few episodes down, like, every time this man spoke in this episode, I was cracking the fuck up. He hasn't had much screen time until now, but in the past episode, his little moments stood out to me for sure, because I was voting for him because he's funny as hell. And I told you guys, don't ever underestimate the funny ones, okay? In this episode particularly, his natural comedic timing had me cracking up. Like, during the jump rope activity, his reactions and commentary, chef's kiss. Like, I feel like he's that mood setter type of member in the group, the person that makes everyone around him feel lighter and more at ease. His relatability factor is through the roof. Also, from Teen Beat, Nam Do-yeon, he has been such like a pleasant surprise in this episode. Like, he probably was the one that surprised me the most in this episode. Like, I always remember him back in episode 2 as the trainee that did Busoksun fighting. Not gonna lie, that gave me secondhand embarrassment at first, okay? But I did admire his tenacity, his perseverance. That was very admirable. And throughout the episodes, I feel like he's really grown on me. Like, I think he's very adorable. He is also physically strong. Crazy. The way that he beat Kijung, Kyung-ho, and Steven, all three. The three manly mans of the show. That was fucking insane. Also, he was MC for the talent show. I thought he was very charming. He has definitely actor vibes because, like, you know, he did acting. Is he doing acting right now? But I know he's signed as an actor. He's done, like, a drama back in 2020, I believe. He definitely reminds me of actor Nam Joo-hyuk, and I can totally see him thriving in dramas down the line. He has that like actor look for sure. In the other team, Team Groove, Kyung-ho, I think he stood out to me because he was so smiley and adorable in this episode, which was honestly a refreshing contrast to how he's been portrayed in the earlier episodes. I feel like he's been the victim of evil editing, to be honest. Like, they really did him dirty, painting him as this like scary alpha brawny guy, but honestly this episode really showed his true colors, which is just he's just a nice guy. He's gentle, he's endearing, and he's such a good leader. Seeing his softer side, it was like everything for me. He's obviously very talented in leader material, but this episode really gave us the depth that we needed to really connect with him. Jungwoo stood out to me because he was an amazing MC. He has this actor charm as well, similar to Do-yeon, which makes him very captivating to watch. I will say though, I'd love to see more from him performance-wise in the future. His variety show skills and personality though is, I feel like he's ahead above a lot of the trainees. Watching him act during the liar game was so entertaining. I can tell he's a fun person to be around, honestly. Like, seeing the preview in the next episode though, which was like mainly focused on him and Team Groove, that got me like intrigued and curious and also sad because I sense a little bit of a storm and possibly heavy moments for him in the next episode, so I'm kind of scared by that one. Joo-young, oh my god, I freaking love Joo-young, guys. He was incredible in this episode. Like, I need him to have more screen time because he is such a bright personality. Like, I feel like he's truly shown he is definitely a sunshine type of member, hands down. His extroverted nature and the way he gets along with everyone is just so endearing, y'all. Him slaying the random play dance was crazy. He bodied those vocals in the talent show. I was on my feet. Okay, I was on my feet when he nailed those vocals. Like, he is a true performer, and I feel like this episode really solidified how much of a vital presence he is going to bring in this debut lineup if he does debut. Park Han, he is typically portrayed as the guy who's laser focused on his craft. I've said this before where he just like nerds out on his craft, okay? And you know me, I love a good nerd. So endearing to me. I feel like this episode gave us a glimpse of his lighter and goofier side. Definitely a very introverted member if you haven't even noticed that. This episode really was a chance for him to surprise us of how fun and how relatable he can be. So it was nice to just see him like let loose and just vibe with everyone. Zhang Shuaibo, Woongi, JL, my diva line. My divas, okay? His reactions were hilarious. Just put the camera on him. I want to see his reactions to everything. He brings such like a very unique energy to the group. He has great comedic timing as well. When they were playing the between the cheeks game, when they had to like put this thing and run with a partner, right? Guys, it got me wheezing when his reaction on that fish toy when they opened that box. He is so fucking funny, Burrell. I also love that he is such a girl group stan. Zhang Shuaibo is for the girls. Zhang Shuaibo is for the girls. The way he bodied the aespa choreo and the way he didn't even want to stop. He wanted to freaking do the whole entire thing, okay? Iconic. Freaking iconic. He's truly for the girlies, okay? We love to see it. We love it. Speaking of the random play dance, like the random play dance was probably one of the biggest highlights of the episode for me because so many of the songs that they played were from the groups I stan, okay? They started with Twas, and then they went to Rise, and they went to freaking 17. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then they went to aespa, I believe. Oh my god. Watching the trainees dance, like bring those moves to life was freaking amazing, okay? I was living for it. I was having the most hee hee ha ha moment during that time. When they did 17 choreo, everyone nailed it. I'm so proud. Rise, Boom Boom Bass. I was cracking up at Kyrie doing Get a Guitar choreo. I was like, Wrong song, babe. Wrong song. Yushin and Hyotae, though, were the last ones standing, and I did not expect that. So there you go. They are officially the K-pop professors. Okay, they know everything. That was so impressive. Also, Juwon and Juyoung did so well. The way that Juyoung was like the first one who recognized Twas had me screaming. I was like, yeah, Juyoung. Other trainees that stood out to me was Zenzen and Lee Zeno. Oh my god, Zenzen was funny as hell, bro. His highlight was definitely the trot performance. Okay, he was so entertaining. Every single facial expression he made got me cracking up. This episode really allowed him to showcase his personality. I feel like without this, I wouldn't have realized how much of a gem he really is. He is so funny and so adorable. Lee Zeno, I've been telling you guys, this guy's funny as hell, okay? I've been telling you, he is just naturally funny. I feel like he breathes and I laugh. Like, he reminds me of 17's Hoshi and DK. Like, his humor just flows, okay? Like I said, he breathes, I'm laughing. I wish though that we got to see more of him, because from what I remember, he's also like a phenomenal dancer. Like, I need more screen time for Lee Zeno, please. So I'm really, really glad that he was saved, because he just brings so much joy. So much joy. Let's talk about the talent show. The talent show provided such a relaxed environment for the trainees to perform and showcase their obviously amazing talent. We get to really see them kind of perform at their best at most, because there was no pressure, you know, they're just performing amongst peers. I really appreciated that. That shit had me screaming and laughing. And we got to see the mixed units. You know, pairs and grouping that we normally probably wouldn't see because of how they're set up as a team, but I really appreciated that they were put in the same group with this mixed unit. I feel like the highlight of the talent show, because I was looking forward to this, okay? The highlight of the talent show was definitely for me, Parkhan and JL's performance, their duet, okay? Because I've been waiting for that ever since I saw that picture that had me gasping for air, because I was like, oh my god. My two main vocalists, oh my god. I've been itching to watch it for like days now, ever since I saw that picture. I even wanted to cut my vacation short because I really wanted to see it. But I would say though, my favorite performance of the talent show, the trot performance. It was so memorable and so funny. But anyway, let's talk about Parkhan and JL's duet, okay? Okay, let's talk about that first. The performance was everything. They did not disappoint. It's the kind of moment that reminds you why having strong main vocals in the group is so crucial. I feel like people get so fixated on like only having one member having just this one position in the group. Like, we can't have two main vocalists or two main dancers and blah blah blah. Who cares? Who cares? At the end of the day, I want to see talent. I would love a main vocal duo. 17 has a main vocal duo in Dokyum and Sungwon. And you know what? They're doing just fine. I literally ascend every time those two harmonize with each other. I have no problem with two main vocalists. That is actually not even a problem. Like, let's do it. That should be normalized, please. Because at the end of the day, I'm listening to music. I want to feel something. I believe Parkhan and JL made me feel something. Right here. Anyway, I feel like they are the top two most talented trainees in this show, even though everyone's so freaking talented. They're both all-rounders, but I feel like their strong suit has been really their vocals, and that's why they're main vocalists. But at the same time, they are very distinct from one another. I feel like JL is more of like a technical singer. The ease in which he transitions from his head voice to his chest voice is mind-blowing. His stylistic choices is so good. Like, it enhanced the song's tone so perfectly. It's so effortless for him, okay? He was built to sing, and his range, insane. Those high notes he did in this performance were gliding so effortlessly. It's like his voice just dances across the melody. Like, it's so soothing to hear him sing. Like, it's just a pleasure to your ears. Parkhan, on the other hand, I feel like this man pours his soul into every single fucking note, okay? He sings like he's lived through 3 divorces and an entire lifetime of heartbreak. Who hurt him, okay? His ability to express emotions through his voice is unparalleled. Also, the power in his voice got me ascending For real. Also, I really appreciate when he hits those deep resonant notes. Like, you can feel it. Like, you can feel it in your chest. It's so raw. It's so powerful. It's like very captivating. I was mesmerized. And then their chemistry, put them together. What truly sets them apart is how their styles complement each other. JL's technical precision plus Park Han's emotional depth and power create this perfect balance. Their harmonies, next level. Next level, okay? JL's high notes were literally soaring over Park Han's rich, grounded, lower register. That shit had me gagging when they were harmonizing, especially in the bridge. I almost lost it, y'all. Universe League is literally just a playground for them. They're just leagues above when it comes to vocal ability, okay? They truly remind me of 17's DK and Seungkwan. JL and Park Han are that duo for me. Okay, I feel like it would be the biggest mistake in K-pop history if these two don't debut together, because we saw the shit that they can deliver in this episode. Having two strong main vocals in one group isn't new. It's not new, like I said. I feel like it should be normalized, okay? Let's have more singers in a group, actually. That's even better. That is such a valuable asset to have. If you can find not one, but two main vocalists, sign them up. Debut them. The way they harmonize and balance and elevate each other's performance is so magical. JL brings the finesse, Park Han brings the soul and the power. And together they create this like vocal moments that literally take your breath away. Take your breath away. When I was watching the video, I was looking at them as my sun and moon main vocal duo, and I think the industry needs more of a sun and moon vocal duo like this, okay? I love a good sun and moon chemistry combination, okay? I eat that shit up. I'm not even joking when I say I'd sell my fucking kidney if it guaranteed them debuting together. Like, what do you need from me? I need them together. I don't care. Make it happen. I don't care. I don't know how. Make it happen. Anyway, that's enough about Park Han and JL. I feel like I could talk about Park Han and JL for like hours, okay? That's just how good they are. The other talent show highlights were definitely the trot performance, which I said was my favorite. Like, the chaos was insane. I loved every second of it. Like, Zenzen's facial expressions, like I said, had me fucking screaming. And the audience ate that up, as they should. Like, Donghyun, Anyul, and Mac did such a great job. Mac? Okay, Mac, I was not aware of your game. Noted. The freaking unit with Jinho, Jooyoung, Gi-jung, and Heejun, they were the first ones for this talent show. Guys, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. Like, Heejun's facial expressions alone deserves an award. And if you can't tell, I'm literally dressed like Baggy Jeans Kwon Heejun right now with my beanie. Comment down below. Oh my god, is that Baggy Jeans Kwon Heejun? Just kidding. But yeah, Heejun's facial expressions like literally deserves an award. Jinho's comedic timing was impeccable as always. Like I said, every time that man opens his mouth, I'm fucking dying. Jooyoung's energy was very infectious. He hit those high notes for real. Gi-jung literally threw his back performing, okay? Went all in. What a guy. What a man. There was also the Candy group. That unit was so cute. Daisuke doing that move on the floor had me fucking crying. He's so precious, yo. One of my favorite moments was also when freaking Joowon kind of messed up a little bit because Steven said something in the audience. I just wish Joowon was still part of Rhythm, because obviously you can see that they still have that chemistry and they were so close. I need them together again, please. I feel like this episode was just so fun, and I think this was an episode that was clearly a masterclass in how variety shows skills and personality can really elevate an idol. JL and Park Han's performance, iconic. Woongi and Jinho's comedic timing, unmatched. Nam Do-yeon's growth, inspiring. Okay, this wasn't just entertainment. It was definitely a showcase of what makes these trainees so special. And if this episode proved anything, it's that the right mix of talent and personality is what really creates the true stars. I truly believe in the Universe League project. A lot of the survival shows that started around the same time as Universe League have already ended, and I feel like a lot of the audiences have been saying that they're disappointed in their debut lineup. I feel like we are so blessed as Universe League watchers that any of these trainees debut, I feel like it would still be a pretty fucking solid lineup. I know I'm gonna have a heartbreak and I'm gonna be sad looking at the next episode, but I feel like at the end of the day, their talent is there, and I'm blessed to have like really invested in the show. I think I'm just like really emotionally attached to every single one of them. Like, can we please just increase the number of the debut lineup, please? I'm begging. At least like 2 or 3 more. Make them like a 17 type group or NCT. I don't fucking know. Just figure it out. Obviously, if the budget exists. Actually, let me give you all my money so you can debut more trainees. I don't know how much I can help, but I'll give you something. Just debut more than 7, please. Anyway, I feel like I've said everything that I wanted to say for this episode. I am, again, so sorry for the delay in this. This was like such a refreshing episode to watch, honestly. It wasn't that stressful, and I feel like this is the episode that I want to like turn on when I'm just want something in the background, just because it's like I said, it's stress-free. You can watch this anytime, and I feel like after I film this, I'm gonna rewatch the episode just because I had a fun time watching it. Hopefully you guys had a great holiday season, and Happy New Year!